Today, we are going to be covering the top 5 Minecraft prison servers that you can play in 2026. I've personally looked through a bunch of servers, checked what's actually active, what's fun to grind, and which ones are constantly updating, so you don't have to waste your time on dead and boring servers. So make sure to stick until the end to find out which server is the best for you to play in 2026. So on the very first and highest place for today's list, we got OPLegends. In my own opinion, currently the greatest server to play in 2026. Now we will be going ahead and covering some of the basics here on the server to actually get you started. And what really makes OPLegends stand out is the way they handle their prison seasons. Unlike servers that stay the same for months and get boring fast, OPLegends resets every 3 to 5 weeks, keeping everything fresh, competitive, and exciting. Basically, every new season brings a brand new map, a fresh economy, new progression systems, and custom content, so players always have something new to grind. And here, once you log on the server for the very first time, you will be spawned at this custom spawn area, which looks really good. Like, this build is nuts. Around the spawn, you will see a bunch of NPCs that will basically introduce you to this game mode and to the server itself, which is another cool feature. It's really beginners friendly, which makes it really good. As well, you can see that they have this custom texture pack with bunch of cool and unique skins and whatnot, icons and cosmetics in general, which looks really good. Here you can see we have some custom pickaxes, for example, some cases and that stuff. But to actually start out, everything you gotta do is type in /mine, and here you will be spawned at your own private mine, as you guys can see. And here you have your stats for your own mine, for example, blocks broken, percent remaining, mine level, and mine multiplier. As you might have already noticed, we got bunch of currencies here on the server. So for example, we got money, orbs, beacons, gems, and credits. So here, this is our pickaxe enchants, and here we have 3 different kind of enchants. We got orb enchants, beacon enchants, and gem enchants. Now obviously you want to start with orbs enchants, and as you progress, as you upgrade your pickaxe level, as you guys can see, you will be able to actually upgrade some of those better and better enchants here on the server. And as well, this server is very competitive because there are many weekly rewards for having the most amount of blocks broken. For example, /block stop. Let me just go through that real quick. As you guys can see, some people have 1.24 million weekly blocks, which is very good, making this server not pay to win, and you can basically afford everything by purely grinding. This server counts over 2,000 players on daily basis, and that's what makes it very active, engaging, and you should definitely try it out. In my own opinion, it's currently the best Minecraft prison server. We also got some other custom things, such as their unique battle pass system. As you guys can see, we got the free rewards as well as the gold and diamond rewards that you have to buy from /credit shop, which again you can obtain by just purely grinding here on the server. So yeah, these rewards are actually really good. You can get some really good stuff, as well as the credits, which are the in-game currency for purchasing loot boxes and stuff. So yeah, you can obtain everything by grinding on this server, which makes it stand out. Now, speaking of our pickaxe, we also have some more custom stuff, such as pickaxe perks, as you guys can see. So if we look into perk index, we can see that we got some of these unique custom perks that you can get on your pickaxe for some additional boost, basically on all various currencies. For example, orbs, money, gem, and orbs boost, and this, for example, blocks, orb, beacon, and gem. So that's another very good thing. We also have some pickaxe cores, as you guys can see. I cannot do anything about that, as well as pickaxe modifiers, which are all obtainable from loot boxes, crate keys, and that cool stuff, as well as enchant masteries. For example, these are actually insane once you get to those at all. well. So yeah, those are more late game stuff. But here we have pickaxe upgrades. As you guys can see, just by mining you can actually sell the stuff from your block backpack by typing in /sell all, and with that you're earning money here on the server, and with that money you can just go ahead and upgrade your pickaxe just like so. And with each upgrade your multiplier increases, which is really good thing. We also have some other custom features such as bosses. As you guys can see, we have various tiers of bosses. So let's start from the lowest one. Here we have a tier 1 regular boss, which is a lonely creeper. Now moving on to the sticky slime, security officer, credit skeleton, eldritch warden, and crystal giant. Now basically how you actually slay these bosses are just by mining roblox. As you guys can see, for example, this one has 100,000 health, which is basically 100,000 roblox to mine, and once you do so you are going to kill that boss and actually get some OP rewards, which is really cool. There are various methods and ways to actually become rich without having to spend any money or anything like that, so that's why I would suggest this server to you guys. You should definitely check it out. IP is top.oplegends.com. The Discord server and all other information will be down below in description. So now we can move on to the next server. Now moving on to the next Minecraft's prison server, in my own opinion, the second best server is going to be FadeCloud prisons. The IP is top5.fadecloud.com, and as well what makes this server stand out are frequent resets that actually brings a bunch of cool and new updates as well as custom and unique changes. Here once you log on the server for the very first time, you will see this hologram that will basically introduce you to the server by saying create your own mine, check out all enchants, and learn about prisons/help, which is really useful and beginner friendly. And as we walk a bit forward, we will see again bunch of crate keys, bunch of NPCs that will just introduce you to this server, all of those custom and unique features, as well as like a gifts for example. And as well you will see this little task like quest hologram that you can actually complete for some freebies, which is really good. Now we will start out by typing /mine, and here as you guys can see you actually have to progress through the mine areas. So on this server, to expand your mine and to make even more money and all that other currencies, you gotta actually upgrade your mine each time and upgrade its size. So yeah, let's head to our very first garden world here, which is 20 by 20, and which looks really good. Like look at this build, it's actually really nice. And here you will be spawned with your pickaxe, default backpack, pet storage, and what is that, dragon storage. Okay, that seems cool. So let me right click on our pickaxe and let's see what we have here. So first things first, we got bunch of orbs enchants. Now as well we have bunch of gem enchants here, and down here we got enchant cubes. Let me see abilities. So here we actually have some pickaxe abilities. For example, this phantom dash ability spawns 2 phantoms that rain terror on your mine, giving you all the blocks that they break. That is actually really interesting. So here we as well have masteries, what is that, pickaxes, and enchantments. For example, what is that, buffs. We can also that's the similar thing as the previous server, so you have your like own perk on your pickaxe, which is pretty decent. And what is that, block multiplier, and that's basically it. I think we also should have /pass, so let me just go ahead and look into that. Yeah, it's pretty much similar as you guys can see, as well with some free rewards as well as some gold and diamond tier, actually just gold rewards, so not quite bad. Like look at this, there are a bunch of free rewards, which is really good for free-to-play players. And what I've came across is /milestone, so let me just go ahead and look into that. So here we have blocks milestone and rebirth milestone. Now every couple of rebirths you will be given a reward, as you guys can see. For example, milestone 1, milestone 2, milestone 3, and each one provides you with better and better reward, which is really cool way to actually get some really overpowered stuff here on the server. You just gotta put in some hours and actually mine some roblox to be able to get those. So yeah, that's really good. But now let me look into this real quick. Every few blocks you break, you will be given a reward, which is again really cool. You just have to mine blocks in order to get rewards, which is making this server really stand out in my own opinion, and that's why it's on the second place. So here again you can get bunch of eggs, bunch of boosters, and other crate keys and such things as well. We should have slash armor, so let me go ahead and look into that. Yeah, we got bunch of these booster armor sets, and as you guys can see, all of those are obtainable while rebirthing. So for example, this one you gotta be rebirth 0 now, this one rebirth 10, rebirth 20. It basically just scales like that, and each armor set provides you with more and more boost, I'm pretty sure. And you need shards, yeah, definitely. So for example, I need 320 guardian shards for that, and here as you guys can see, you're getting those shards by just mining. So yeah, look at this, I'm mining and I'm getting those shards, which is really good. So yeah, that's another cool feature to actually be engaged while mining and have some really good goals. And also the competitive side on this server is really good as well. So that's what I like about those top servers. Like, it never gets boring. You are always trying to be as best as possible if you're a competitive player, of course. So, and as I mentioned previously, we have slash help if you want to get started as a complete beginner. So for example, here you have quests, cosmetics, enchantments, potential cubes, rank pass, bosses, prison caves. We also have that. Okay, not too shabby. Let me actually look into that. Caves will open every 30 minutes, and you can enter and mine special ores used for crafting totems. Okay, that seems pretty interesting. And oh, look at this, you basically need to make progress. You need to rebirth at least 5 times to enter that very first cave. So that's when it gets really grindy, and especially during late game, I'm pretty sure it gets really grindy because there are many aspects to this server, especially this part. Like, you gotta upgrade your mine like until this point to be maxed out, and look at the amount of money that actually costs. So it's actually really grindy, and that's what makes this server stand out. Again, the IP is top5.fadecloud.com. All other information will be down below in description, so make sure to check out this server. Now we can move on to the next one. Now moving on to the next and third server, and I'm talking about EnchantedMC. The IP is river.enchantedmc.net, and what makes this server stand out besides frequent resets like every 3 to 5 weeks with bunch of new cool and custom updates and such things is actually a free rank opportunity. So what you have to do is basically join their Discord server to claim a totally free rank, which is really good. And again, once you log on the server for the very first time, you will be spawned here and you'll see this hologram in front of you with some of those features. For example, personal mines, pickaxe, crystals and skins, upgradable armor sets, flying pets, AFK block, and much more. And you gotta type /mine to start your journey. Basically, behind you we actually have this AFK block. Mine blocks at a slower pace while you're AFK and keep earning rewards. So yeah, this is really cool feature if you gotta leave your PC for some time, and you can actually just leave it AFK near this AFK block and actually pretend to be mining without even touching anything. Now, the next cool thing are free gifts. On this server, get free gifts for playing the server every day. Now, if you're a really consistent player, you can actually keep the track of /gifts. But oh, look at this. You must be rank 10 to start claiming gifts. So we'll try to get that soon. And again, around the spawn, you will be able to see just a bunch of those NPCs that will again introduce you to this game mode and their server in general. So you should definitely check that out, and you will be spawned with your pickaxe, block, backpack, and companion storage, which is something new. Here we have some crate keys, and also what makes this server stand out is their custom and unique texture pack, as you guys can see, with all of those cool icons and whatnot. So I really like this actually. And for example, look at all of those pickaxe skins. Those are basically your pickaxe upgrades. So we're currently at the wooden pickaxe, and in order to upgrade it, we gotta pay some money. So yeah, we'll have to make some progression here in order to upgrade our pickaxe. which makes this server really grindy. And also there is a whole like cosmetics system on this server. As you guys can see, I'm wearing those headphones here, which is amazing thing, honestly. And now let me just walk through this portal here and get spawned at my private mine. As you guys can see, here we have some other features such as mine upgrades. So let me just go ahead and look into that real quick. We have mine exp multiplier upgrade, which costs credits. This one, beacon chance upgrade, costs beacons. This one costs beacons as well. This is a mine size upgrade. And now we have an animation skip upgrade, which I'm not sure what that even is, but we will find out. Now if you type n/mine, you can see that we have to progress through each of those mining zones, for let's say, in order to basically become richer and richer. So each one provides you with higher and higher multiplier. So that's basically how it goes. And the last one is an Easter mine, as you guys can see. And you gotta meet some really crazy requirements in order to progress into the next mining area. So for example, for this one, you need to meet rank 200. Now moving on, you are required to hit rank 400, and so on and so on. So that's really cool thing, especially this custom texture. Like, look how beautiful this actually is. That's what makes this server really grindy, in my own opinion, because there is always something to grind for. So for example, you have to grind for your mine, you have to grind for ranks, grind for your pickaxe upgrades as well. Like, this server is hella grind and addictive as well. So that's why I put it on the 3rd place. And this server counts over 1,000 players on daily basis, which makes it really active and engaging. So that's why I will recommend you guys to go ahead and check it out yourself, so you can see which one is your fit basically. And this server definitely deserves to be in top 3. It might have been even higher, but yeah, it is how it is. I will put it on the 3rd place because it's not my primary server, but I still really like it and I will definitely play. And there are some other regular stuff such as /pass, which is your battle pass basically, /milestones, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this time we have a bunch of other milestones. For example, mining, rebirth milestones, ascension milestones, and cave milestones. So we also have cave on the server. So yeah, if you type in /cave, you can see basically what kind of requirements you gotta meet in order to proceed into the next mining ore, the cave area, whatever. So here we are currently at coal ore, which requires only rank 1. Now moving on, if we want to proceed into iron cave, we gotta meet rank 250. So that's how it goes. It's scalable basically. It just scales by your rank, and after with your rebirth, as you guys can see. And with those ores obtained from those caves, you can upgrade your rings. As you guys can see, those cost some ores here, and that's basically really cool. Speaking of pickaxe enchants, we have 3 kinds of enchants. So here we have tokens enchants, which are the regular enchants, let's say. Moving on, we have gems enchants, which are also really cool. And here cave enchants, which are obtainable from caves area. So which are used in caves. So yeah, that's how it works. And some other features, we have crystals, for example, which can provide you with some more buff on your other enchants. We have, pickaxe attributes, for example, which costs shards for some additional boost on your pickaxe and buffs and whatnot basically. And also your auto miner. Okay, this is actually really cool. We already have one. So let me actually click to summon it, and it's actually here, as you guys can see. That's really cool. And these little purple blocks are basically beacons on your currency. Here, as you guys can see, each time I mine one of those, I get 1 beacon. So that's really cool. And again, beacons are used to upgrade your mine size and all other mine upgrades basically. So yeah, I really like this server. You should definitely check it out yourself. Again, the IP is river.enchantedmc.net. Just give it a shot and see if this is your cup of tea. Now we can move on to the next one. Now the next server that we got on the list, the fourth server, is gonna be AkumaMC prison. I put this server on the fourth place because it's okay server, I cannot say, but it's just not my cup of tea, let's say. But it's still relatively active with bunch of players, like 300 plus on daily basis, with an active community, and it's been around for quite some time, which makes it stand out. So here, once you log on for the first time, you will see this hologram that will again introduce you to the server. You can get started with /minego, right click your pickaxe to upgrade enchants using tokens and gems. Make sure to vote to obtain OP rewards, which is really cool thing if you wanna get some stuff for basically free, and that's basically it. Now you will be spawned with your own pickaxe, player backpack, tutorial book, which is actually really cool and beginner friendly. What is that, a pet egg here? Okay, not quite bad. And a booster cook. Now I'm not sure if I have those because I've played earlier, like back in the day, but yeah, these are the three things that will have in your inventory, like guaranteed. So as we walk a bit more forward, you will see this portal for your private mine, I'm pretty sure, and this build itself looks amazing in my own opinion. Again, we have a bunch of those NPCs around the spawn that will introduce you to this game mode, as well as we have this AFK area, so not quite bad at all. Let's just jump through this portal and let's see where it takes us. Yep, this is our private mine, as you guys can see, and I really like this build. Actually, it's quite unique. I haven't seen that in a fan minute. Now what we have here, I don't even know, let me look into that. This is a mortar. Okay, that's insane, and we can actually rebuild it, as you guys can see, but we gotta meet some requirements. So we gotta hit pickaxe level 100, we gotta have 30k broken blocks, and enchant level token miner 5k. Okay, we will have to work on that. But now, speaking of pickaxe enchants, we also have three kinds of enchants. Here we have token enchants, gem enchants, and what are those? Ascension enchants. So those are more for the late game, as it takes a bit to actually ascend here on the server. And as well, what I like here on the server is their custom texture pack as well. You can see how everything is nice and custom on the scoreboard. Basically, you can see all of those currencies, they have like their own you know, custom icon and that stuff, which is really cool. And it's actually really easy to progress on this server. Like, it's definitely an OP presence more than just a regular presence in my own opinion. And you can see that I'm already pickaxe level, like, what is that, level 6. I mean, yeah, I just started mining basically, and but I'm pretty sure it gets pretty grindy later on once you make some progression, once you get into later stages of the map, and so on. So yeah, not quite bad if you personally ask me, especially this tutorial book that will just give you a bunch of those tutorial stuff if you're a beginner. And if we type in /mine, here you can see all other stuff. For example, skins we have here, what is that, mine blocks. We can also set like what kind of mine blocks we want to have on our mine, which is really good and custom thing. I like that. And we also should have /pass. Yeah, that's just some regular stuff, and I can already claim my first free reward here, which is going to be 6 normal pet eggs and 3 hero pet egg. Not quite bad. And I'm assuming we also have some really decent /pet system. Yep, we can use our pet eggs for those pet system. And as well, we should have /milestones. Yep, I've already unlocked one, which is amazing, and those go by breaking roll blocks, as you guys can see. For example, milestone break 2k blocks, break 3k blocks, and so on and so on. And you get more and more rewards, and as well mine expansion. As you guys can see, each one provides you with mine expansion, which is really good way to expand your mine, and I think that's like the only way to expand it. So yeah, not quite bad. We also have pickaxe abilities, as you guys can see, but we don't have any ability fragments. Those require ability fragments to be unlocked, so not quite bad. We have attachables here, so we have attachments, crystals, runes, and enchant modifiers. What is that, attributes as well, where we gotta meet some rank here, as you guys can see. What is that, ancient mastery, and so on. We as well have some pickaxe slots here, not quite bad. Again, this server is really good and a bit more fast-paced for me, so that's why I will put it on the 4th place, because I really like more grinding type of servers. So it's still very good, very active, and packed with content and actually updates, so I will definitely suggest you to give it a shot. IP is AkumaMC.net. So yeah, we can move on to the last server for today's episode, which is the 5th place. Now on the last and 5th place, we got Complex Prisons. The IP is hub.mc-complex.com, and what I like about this server the most is their A to Z ranking system. So if you type in /mine, you can see that we have A to Z mine, which is actually something I have not seen in a fat minute. That's what I really do like. It really brings that OG style of prisons. And here we can as well see prestiges as you reach the final Z mine, so you're able to prestige as well. That's pretty good. You will be spawned with your starter pickaxe, some food, milestone book, and main menu. So here you can see personal milestones, block break milestones, and gang levels. So those are all really cool ways to make some to obtain some free stuff by just grinding here on the server. And speaking of main menu, here you will see all the basic stuff to get you going here on the server. So we have voting, player warps, teleporter, gang panel, daily rewards, infuser, AH, upgrades, plots, shop, leaderboards, milestones, store, and kits. Not quite bad. Now what I want to find out is there actually PvP enabled in this area? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, here is the A mine, as you guys can see, and while mining you can see how my backpack fills up slowly, and I'm assuming you can sell what's in your backpack. And look at this custom texture of a backpack on my back, which is actually really good. Yeah, PvP is not enabled, which makes sense. It will be crazy if it was, but I just wanted to try it out. Why not? So let me just try to do /sell all real quick. That's gonna make that's gonna sell everything from our backpack. As you guys can see, 500 items sold, and we made around 2,000. So now this server is grindy as hell. That's what I don't like about it, because the OG style of prisons is just fine. You can see it has some new let's say features such as milestones and all of that stuff. For example, we can already claim 1,000 tokens here. And now speaking of our pickaxe, oh, I just dropped it. You can actually drop your pickaxe, which is crazy. Like, I'm not sure how you can even upgrade your pickaxe, because I'm trying to right click it, but it's not kind of working. So I'm assuming you have to buy pickaxes here on the server. So it's indeed grindy, and that's why I like this one, and that's why I even put it here in the list. So you should definitely give it a shot and see if this is your style of prisons, if this is something you will enjoy playing, because in my own opinion this definitely deserves to be mentioned, because it's not seen quite often, and I think it will fit many players. So yeah, again, we're making a bunch of money. But let me just try to do /shop or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can you even buy other pickaxes, and how can you even enchant? Let's do /enchants. And here we have some rooms and stuff. Like, I'm not even sure what are those. You definitely have to explore and get to know this server very well. So yeah, that's why I put it on the 5th place. Again, the IP is hub.mc-complex.com. all other information will be down below in the description. So if you think this is your fit, give it a shot. It might be your cup of tea. You might like it actually, because this is an OG style of prisons. And with this server, we will be wrapping off today's episode of top 5 best Minecraft prison servers in 2026. Now again, those are all my personal experience, and I cannot tell which one is gonna be the best for you. So you should definitely check them all out and see what actually suits you. Thank you for watching. All the server information is down below in the description, and see you in the next one.